was my fault. And for a while I thought maybe it was, but now I finally see not everything deserves to be tolerated. I'm not here to be silent, just to keep you from getting mad. I'm still a person, and I have every right to be honest with myself. I'm leaving not because I hate you, but because I finally love myself enough. I've held on longer than I should. Now it's time to let this go. It's not about blame, not about pride. I just can't keep living like this. Being alone is better than losing who I am. I didn't change overnight. I just stopped pretending everything's fine. If loving you means shrinking myself, then maybe that love was never right. I'm leaving not because I hate you, but because I finally love myself enough. I've tried to fix what's already gone. Now it's time to move on. We want different things, different ways. You want control, I need peace. Being alone is better than living a life that's not mine. Not everything should be kept quiet. Not every scar should be covered. I've reached the point where I say it straight. No yelling, no anger, just I'm leaving not because I hate you, but because I love myself too much to stay. I'm not weak, I'm not scared. I just don't wanna lose my way again. I've said enough, I've tried enough. Now I choose what's right for me, because I love myself, and that's finally enough. We've been holding on too long, but it doesn't feel like a love anymore. Every talk turns into silence. Every silence feels like war. I gave you everything I could, but you always made me doubt. Now I see things clear. This isn't what love's about. If we keep pretending we're just hurting, someone who stays quiet. I just want someone real. If love means losing who I am, tell me what's the deal. We're both tired of fighting, still holding on too tight. But deep down we both know this doesn't feel right. Maybe we've been forcing this too long, trying to save what's already gone. sometimes love just fades and nothing feels the same. Maybe we've been forcing this too long, thinking love alone would keep us strong. But some things are better left behind, so we can breathe and find some peace of mind. Something has to end, so we can begin again. Holding on too long only turns love into pain. We've tried so many times before, but it always ends in pain and war. I kept understanding you again and again, but you never really saw me in the end. Queen, I never asked for too much love, just to be treated like enough. But if this keeps going on, I'm only hurting myself holding on. It's better to hurt now than break down slowly later. Better to cry tonight than stay stuck in something that's not right. If you can't even try, I won't keep living in a lie. It's better to walk away than stay and lose myself each day. You said I've changed along the way, but I just woke up one day and realized if I keep holding on, I'll forget who I am before too long. I don't need the daily fights or sweet words that don't feel right. I know the truth is hard to hear, but staying's just a different kind of fear. It's better to hurt now than fake a smile every night. Better to be alone and loved without being seen right. If I'm the only one who tries, then maybe it's time we say goodbye. 'Cause real love never turns someone into a lesser version of their life. I'm not angry, but I've got my line, and I won't keep loving someone who breaks what's mine. If this is where we end, let the pain be loud and clear, not pretend. 'Cause now I know it's better to heal than stay stuck in something unreal. I stayed quiet even when I was blamed, hoping you'd see it without me saying a word. I tried to hold all the broken pieces, but I was the only one who cared about us. And I know now, love means nothing if it's just me. I covered every wound, but you never stopped cutting deeper. I tried to hold on when you left without a reason. I tried to believe that patience could somehow change you, but in the end, I was just standing in the wind alone. Now I finally see holding on isn't always the answer. We were never truly on the same side. I kept giving in while you stayed cold. How long am I supposed to understand when you never even tried to understand me? And now I see, not everything we fight for will survive. Every promise that you made is now just leftover words. I tried to hold on when you ignored me for days. I tried to believe that love just needed time and courage, but the truth is I was stuck while you were running away. Now I understand, letting go doesn't mean losing. Sometimes it's healing. It's not that I gave up, I just stopped being the only one who ever cared. If I was never enough, you should have said so. Don't ask me to stay while you're halfway gone. Now I understand, letting go doesn't mean losing. Sometimes it's healing. I tried to hold on, but now I choose to walk away. I used to believe, but even trust has its breaking point. And now I walk alone without your shadow behind me. Now I finally know holding on isn't love. Sometimes it's just fear of being alone. Just fear of being alone. You're a good person. You came when I needed someone, but back then I was still busy healing, and you already had your own direction. It wasn't our fault, just bad timing. You felt right, but the story showed up at the wrong part of our lives. It wasn't the distance, it wasn't fear, it was life pulling us in different ways. If only we met at the right time, maybe we wouldn't have to choose between what we wanted and what we had to do. You weren't the problem, and neither was I. We were just two people who showed up too soon, or maybe a little too late. Sometimes I still wonder what could have happened if we had the chance. It's not regret, but you still feel close somehow. We didn't walk away in anger, we didn't end because of a fight. We just stopped talking because life got too loud. A lot of people thought we gave up, but really we just ran out of time. If only we met at the right we'd be sitting side by side instead of just a memory. You were never mine, but you felt like home. And that's the hardest part to forget. If only the timing was right, maybe the story would be different.